is Noah. If you like football, you should definitely watch my videos because I will talk about football every single video, about maybe even basketball if you request some. Let's start talking football. Tomorrow and Sunday there will be some games. Only 4 games though, not too much football. But we will have the 1 seed Niners taking on the 7 seed Packers. I'm a Niners fan. We will have the 3 seed Lions taking on the 4 seed Buccaneers. Then the Chiefs taking on the Bills. 3 Chiefs, 2 Bills. Then we have the 1 seed Ravens taking on the 4 seed Texans. Who do I think will win? I think the 49ers defeat the Green Bay Packers. 49ers are just a better team. And I'm not just being biased, but a 7 seed making the NFC Championship, that just doesn't sound right. So the 1 seed Niners going to the NFC Championship for a chance to play in the Super Bowl. Then the Lions versus Buccaneers. Lions, Buccaneers, both teams are very good. Buccaneers obviously beating the Eagles last week 32-9, and Lions beating the Rams last week 24-23. I think the Lions win this one. Lions go to the NFC Championship for the first time in a while. Buccaneers, your run is over, but you did a good run. And you got to the division round. And you won the NFC South. So, good job. Then, the Ravens versus Texans. I think Ravens win, but just by a little bit. I don't think the Ravens are that much better than the Texans. I think the Ravens in the playoffs aren't even close to some of the other teams. The Chiefs in the playoffs, they just have more experience. The Chiefs would kill the Ravens in the playoffs. Bills have a little bit of experience, as they've been in the playoffs the past few years. The Texans don't have a lot of playoff experience. Only a few players from the Texans who were on the team a few years ago, or who were on a different team. I think the Ravens pull it out and go to the AFC Championship for the first time in a little bit. Then Chiefs-Bills. Very good matchup. They played earlier this season. Chiefs should have won. Lost because of an offsides penalty. Buffalo has won it the past few years. Well, not past few years, but they won in the regular season this year and the last year. Haven't played in the playoffs for just a year. They played twice in a row. So I think Kansas City just has more experience, and I think Kansas City moves on to. I know about what I said earlier. Playoff Chiefs would kill Ravens in the playoffs. But overall, the Chiefs haven't been too good. I think maybe if it were in Kansas City, the Chiefs would get a little bit of the edge, and they would win by maybe a field goal. But I think that the Ravens win by maybe a field goal because it's in Baltimore. And so I think the Ravens are going to the Super Bowl. And Lamar Jackson is just playing very, very good football. So they need a lot of backups for the NFC Championship. I think the 49ers versus the Lions will be the matchup. 49ers, I'm not going to be biased, but the 49ers are just the better team, have more experience. The Lions haven't been to the playoffs for a long time. And that's going to bite them. So I think the Niners win, and I don't think it's even a close game. I think it's maybe like a 10-point game because the 49ers just have too much experience. Christian McCaffrey and Brock Purdy are both playing at MVP levels. And when you have two players playing at MVP level at different positions, you can almost not lose unless you're playing against another MVP level team, which is by one of the players on the Baltimore Ravens, who they will be playing in the Super Bowl, I think. The 49ers, I think, will play the Baltimore Ravens in Super Bowl 58. The 49ers have not won a Super Bowl since Super Bowl 29, a 29-year difference. The Baltimore Ravens have not won a Super Bowl since Super Bowl 47 for 11 years. But the last time the Ravens were in the Super Bowl, they won against the Niners. The last time the Niners were in the Super Bowl, they lost to the Chiefs. But that was when the Chiefs were really good. But both these teams are very, very good. Obviously, the Ravens don't have Joe Flacco anymore, who's playing amazing. But Lamar Jackson is amazing. Brock Purdy is amazing. Everybody playing is amazing. But I think the Niners win in a close one. Maybe 2-point game, less than 3. But I don't think one MVP player can beat 2 MVP players. So, yeah, Niners versus Ravens on paper is a good matchup and is a good matchup, unless you watched it on Christmas. But, yeah, Niners, I think, win the Super Bowl. So, yeah. Let's go. I'm going to tell you my score predictions for each game. Niners versus Packers in the divisional round. I think it's going to be about 31-14. I think the Packers will score a few touchdowns, but the Niners are just going to score more. Then, Lions versus Buccaneers. Lions are just better by about 7 points. So I'm going to give the Lions the win by 7 points. And I think Lions win in a close one, but I'm going to say 19-12. Buccaneers don't score any touchdowns. But then you have the Ravens versus the Texans/Strouds, as Tom Grossi would say. The Texans and Ravens are both very good. But as I said earlier, I think the Ravens only win by 3. So I think the Ravens win 24-21. Then Bills versus Chiefs. It's kind of hard because both the offensives can be good or look horrible and look like they're not even an NFL offense. But I think that the Chiefs are a very high-powered offense with Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, but everywhere else they're not too good. So I'm going to give them a mid, about 28, but I'm going to give the Bills a 38. Actually, no, 35. We'll keep it a one-score game. And that is my predictions for the divisional round. Then NFC Championship and AFC Championship games. I think the Niners beat the Lions by 10, as I said earlier. I'm going to say 24-14 Niners. And because the Niners are just rolling right now. Even though they've lost 2 out of their last 3, the last one they could have won, except they were just resting players. Jake Moody missed a field goal and an extra point. So we could have won 24-21, but Jake Moody messed up on 4 points, and we could have won by 3 until we lost by 1. Then we lost to the Ravens because Brock Purdy forgot how to throw a football in that game. Christian McCaffrey was the only one who scored a touchdown. The defense got some points. Jake Moody got some points. yeah, Brock Purdy forgot how to do everything in that game. And he did not look good in that game. But he's still looking amazing now. But I'm going to say Niners 24-14. Then, AFC Championship. Ravens versus Chiefs. I'm going to say Ravens win 27-24. As I said earlier, Ravens are better by only a few points. It's going to be a close game. I think the Ravens are just better than every other AFC team. But I actually think it's going to be Niners versus Ravens Super Bowl. Then, Niners versus Ravens. Super Bowl 58. I think Niners win 31-27. So, yeah. And this time the Niners are going to run the ball. So, yeah. We're not like the Seahawks. And also, every week I'm going to do a video on Friday or Thursday. Probably Thursday. And I'm going to say a weird but true fact about football. And so this week's one is, who is the only 49er player to have back-to-back 30 passing touchdown seasons? Is it Joe Montana, Steve Young? It could be anybody. You could really say anybody. Maybe even Steve Bono. But it could be anybody. So, who do you think? I will tell you after my live reaction to the 49ers game, which will be on Saturday night after the 49ers game, about 5 minutes after. So, yeah, if you're watching it on TV. Watch the entire video. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and like this video. I really love that you made it all the way to the end, because for a new YouTuber, it isn't easy to get somebody to watch your videos. But eventually, I hope to be a pretty big YouTuber. So thank you.